Hey guys, it's day 6 of the new league and we are starting to use some big boy items now. Our total DPS and POB is 2.3 million, up from around 1 million in the last video. This makes our theoretical maximum DPS around 11.5 million now. So let's just quickly go over the gearing choices I made, which resulted in this doubling of DPS. So almost all of this DPS is coming from the body armor, which I self-crafted. This is a pretty deterministic process, and I will be posting a video guide on how you guys can make the same body armor, probably coming out tomorrow. And if you guys are familiar with using Maven orbs and Awakener orbs, it is probably pretty self-evident how to craft this, but I'll be posting the instructions either way. Alright, so why does this give so much DPS? Well, we have the mod plus 2% dispel critical strike chance, and this is the main component of why we were using the skill support increased critical strikes. This support also has the exact same mod, which is plus 2% to critical strike chance, so we basically just get it on the body armor, and now the only thing we're missing is the 100% increased critical strike chance from the jewel, and that's very easy to get like anywhere. For example, this shield is giving 100% increased critical strike chance. Like that's how easy it is to get. And again, we get 1% extra critical strike chance for the lowest of your strength or int. So if you have a higher int value than strength, you could just add up to your intelligence, and every single attribute of strength you add is another 1%. So anyways, you only need to add increased critical strike chance until you get crit capped anyways. You might not even need the full amount of this gem. So since we're able to take out increased critical strike support, now we're able to add pinpoint support, which is a huge more multiplier. This does 20% more projectile damage with hits per intensity. So intensity works in that as we stand still and we cast, our intensity builds up to a maximum of 4, and it's permanent until we move. I move, I lose 1, lose 1, now it's gone, but they build up really fast. And the reason we have 4 is because on the passive tree, right here, next to mental rapidity, you want to do spells can gain intensity, or spells which can gain intensity have +1 to max intensity. So that just, it lets us get up to 4 instead of the default of 3. So pinpoint is pretty huge damage when you need it the most, because when you're hitting a boss, you're probably going to be casting a bit, move, casting a bit, move, and it's always going to get up to 4 pretty fast. And that's not all the damage we get from the body armor, because it also gives us 10% chance to gain a frenzy charge on hit, and every frenzy charge is a more multiplier to our damage as well. So this is just a crazy damage boost. Now, the most expensive change I made were the boots, which cost on the low end probably around 18x, and on the high end maybe 30x, just depending on what's available. These are tailwind / elusive boots, and the reason we get them is just because it makes the build feel a lot more fun to play. Like if you've ever slapped on a headhunter, it's a similar feeling slapping on tailwind boots for the first time. They have a ton of movement speed and a ton of just action speed reduction, or whatever it's called, to make the character feel a lot smoother to play. The final gearing change are the gloves, and there's nothing too crazy about the gloves. Now, as you can see, I have 50 strength on the glove, and I'm still less strength than intelligence, so the 50 strength basically just made up half of the crit strike chance I lost from taking off the critical strike support. And then, you know, I needed some resistances, and if you have an open prefix on gloves, you can get projectiles pierce an additional target. So ideally, you guys are gonna want to have 3 good suffixes, life, and then open prefix, so we can get projectiles pierce. Yeah, those were the 3 main changes I've made. I think I'm gonna end this video with a quick map demo with my new gear so you guys can see how the build plays right now. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Witnessing a good kill is the only durable. Be healed and fight on! That was satisfactory.